beautiful, face white woman. This sweet dream in front of me is my wife. But she's a little mischievous. Once let her know, I could see she would swallow me instantly. When the first morning sun hits the room. When the alarm sounds, wake up. But as soon as the enemy opens his eyes, I was shocked by the sight in front of me. I saw only the blood of self-G covering the ceiling. Sad and alive as tadpoles. The restoration of the devil. What the hell is this? Who dares to write on my ceiling? Suddenly, the blood on the ceiling slowly faded. The way of thinking. I may have fallen asleep, but the words just now. And it's clear that Fuong Nai looks around the familiar environment. Looks like this is my bedroom. It's not like where you usually live. Where is this, after all? Shrimp and shrimp, where did I eat last night? The toilet paper contains several billion projects on the ground are gone in the blink of an eye. Countless memories come to mind, from warm times to adolescence. Every memory is clear. This person is the same age as you. Identical appearance, but life is completely different. Looks like you didn't come through. Parallel worlds merge into themselves. But those strange bloodlines before, in the memory of the original, never happened. Suddenly, a husband's voice entered the ear, stunned on the spot. I don't blame retirement. Beauty in front of beautiful white face. It's 100 times more beautiful than the ones on the internet. I saw the girl sitting next to me. Would you like to have breakfast first or eat me first? I can't believe I'm married in a parallel world. Looking at a beautiful person in front of you, Dosen, feel bad. But what should I call her? Yes, it's your wife, honey, or your Wagga girl. He finally decided to call it the safest. Since immédiatement s'exprimer. But the next second I was horrified. This wife's name has no dating experience. There's no personal preference. There's absolutely no information. There's not even this woman in my memory. The pensioner carefully glanced his eyes. He looked at the man called Kia's wife. I saw that she was also staring at the enemy. They are afraid to ask who they are. Suddenly, the wife smiled. I can see you, Sal. Now, the bad guys know they've really lost their lives. I'm going to go see my grandparents now. The wife's appearance became very scary, happy to fall to death. Sleep for an hour. The deer directly starts the death cycle. Apparently the deer had just been swallowed by the wife. But now, Fang deer is miraculously resurrected. After all, this is why I was just eaten. Sao is now intact without chipping. Maybe it was just a dream. But when the land raised its head, I once again saw the blood on the ceiling. Shishitkia. And then the blood slowly fades away. Just like last time. What does this hint line on the ceiling mean? Tell me to be blind. The owner is not blind. He's just a normal guy. Even more, in the basic memory of never seeing this wife. So, this woman's implication is, don't let your wife know you can see her. Let's pretend she doesn't exist. Completely ignored is not eaten again. A husband's voice, as soft as water. She came out of the bathroom like last time. My wife wants to fuck me again. I was forced to ignore. Pretend not to see. I saw my wife, as sweet as a jade, squatting on the edge of the bed. I look at retirement with eyes full of love. Do you want breakfast first or eat me first? But the pensioner nervously gripped our bed. Darnoe. Suddenly, the wife turns her head 180 degrees. Staring at the bad side, the damage was immediately apparent. Midarwif. I have this skill too. According to the script, the wife immediately put on a bright smile. I saw you. No surprise. Then something unexpected happened, and the pensioner was sent away. I woke up in bed, as if nothing had happened. Who can take this kind of wife? After all, this is why. This is the cycle of death, or infinite rebirth. Every time we die, we go back to the beginning. It's like a game save function. I just bowed my head without looking at her, and she's distancing herself. She had to confirm she saw it before she could do it. So premier junide. Beautiful girl video. Just pretend you can't see it. The wife is the same as the last time she came out of the bathroom. Why do you watch girls like this? I don't like you anymore. His wife immediately sat down next to him. I remember, you weren't urgent. Why is the phone so close to Kier? Did you see me? That. The enemy was so afraid that the cold sweat flowed away. Take any unusual action. I have to calm down now. Continue to surf, Vidike beautiful girl. He acted as a guest in the exhibition. Continuously press the heart for the next second. The world is as stunned as Fong. The wife directly appears in the phone screen. Husband, are you beautiful? The enemy immediately collapses. The psychological throw the phone away. This time the wife appeared right behind the enemy. Premier conseil. Right, you don't hesitate. That's a 5-in-a-row latch. The wife just needs to dodge her smoothly. The next second, the broken arm is filled with teeth. The injured body against the corner of the wall. This time, he was eaten again. So what kind of death is next? Here's the day before. The enemy has had many chances of survival. The 6th resurrection. The wife suddenly came close to his face and made him die of bad acting skills. For the 8th time, if I risk my life to escape. But, in the end, he couldn't escape punishment. After countless rebirths, the retirement system is starting to get worse. You can escape by choosing to enjoy. Neoliberal boy retires face to face with his wife. She is also my wife. It is normal to do things before adults, but the inevitable outcome is every time ever been eaten, the bull has been broken 13 times. Now, the outside world looks like it's gone crazy. But the inside is actually more awake than ever. In countless rebirths of death, it has taken over the whole memory of the owner to get a sense of what the world is all about. The only difference from my previous life is the spooky urban legends of this world. Really, so much that it's absurd because I can keep dying and coming back to life. The words on the ceiling are finally written by AI. Because the red text you see will disappear. What are they after all? These urban legends are all caused by them. Now, retirement is more assured. Surely, your wife is one of them. It's a demon. No, I have to live on. The wife is the same as before. Gently call the wicked up for breakfast. Every time she wants to wake me up, but from beginning to end, there's no contact. The body goes straight to the wife. But the next second, he goes straight through the body of his wife. Of course, she only knew when she saw her. It can be turned into an entity. Go straight to the kitchen and make your own breakfast. The wife said, in a hurry. My husband, I have finished breakfast. Comment dites? The more beautiful a woman is, the more she can fool. I don't think I eat breakfast. I was dragged out for breakfast. See, there's only one way out of here. To the outside world, can find a clue about the wife. And learn about the anomalies of this world. The next second, the wife's face, in shadow. Open your shirt on the table. Why don't you eat your breakfast? Premier atout. The only way out is for the wife to get out of the house. At this time the Hallway one shadow people. In the evening of the 3rd day, he was determined to take revenge. I will try to destroy the devil and then come back. The door of the apartment is pulled out. But the next second, the sight in front of you is terrifying. It turns out that the outside world is the 100 demons. No different than hell on earth. At this time, the evil can no longer control the inner blue. Laughing like a crazy person. This world is so interesting, ha ha ha. But the fear is growing weaker. Make the pensioner directly vomit. Now a very cute little loli is approaching. Uncle, I'm so sorry. The bad way to bear the discomfort. I don't know why you have to call me you. Fuong Nai rubbed the baby's skull. Thinking is lovely. I wish I had a daughter like this. It's good to know. However, the next paper, the glass floor, shows the evil form. I've lost the whole set of words I just missed. Is it time to withdraw it now? I wouldn't dare accept a child like this. Haha, you saw me. You saw me. The demon woman scratched the thread for a long time. Press straight down the deer. The deer are laughing more and more. Compared to before. I like your current form better. I will beat you later. It's not as bad as you guys are. You don't have to worry about all the toys. It's really stimulating. Remember that you will end up with me. However, the next second, the retirement continues to recur. His young wife came to call him for breakfast. 20 breakfasts a day, that's it. Fuong retired and went out. I completely ignored the old devil. Spent a long time observing. They discovered a kind of monster with a strange shape. Inanimate, they attack, but they're like air. It can't cause any damage. What is physics for all things? While another type of demon has exactly the same appearance. They will pretend to be the ones on the right. Target. Talk to the enemy. If you get a response, we will act immediately, just like my beloved wife. But normal people can't feel them. Why do they still have to hang on to one person to play the game? Role-playing. What is the ultimate reason? The next second the pensioner was stunned. Mib. They're trying to integrate into human life. Currently, in the work group, texting to a retirement message. You've been late lately. Money is not clean this month. The bad side remembers it now. Half a year ago, the owner sold a house. The commission has not been received so far. This money should be enough to last for a while. Send a resignation letter to the chat group. Get ready to get the rose money. I only see the bad side like a real daughter-in-law. To ride a car and ride on the street. As soon as it arrives, retired people must be stunned. There's only one mental hospital building standing inside. Looks extremely monstrous and creepy. My big house, selling office, is gone. And where is this after all? Right after that, go straight to Thanh Son Mental Hospital. So now the phone rings. You're broken. I haven't heard from you since forever. I don't know now. Are we in the company? My boss called me more than 10 times. You didn't pick up the phone. Now, it's time to vent. We're done talking about retirement. Obviously, the White Willow Township has been turned into a psychiatric hospital. But he doesn't seem to be affected. Maybe this hospital is evil. That's just too interesting. The bad guy who was walking suddenly crashed into something. The enemy is clearly confused and what did this hit? This mental hospital can't go in. I said, shake in your hand, touch it. However, the next paper, X s'en termine pas. Turns out the bad king caught to dumplings, the soft white of the girl in front, even when the enemy has not yet determined the goals. I ate a slap in the sky. You scoundrel, I'll complain to you. The beautiful woman immediately went to the secret guard. I just saw a mental health clinic, back to the shape of the White Willow urban area. As soon as the pensioner closes his eyes, it's time to open your eyes. Un mortim, the bar, painting mental hospital once again appeared. After all, this is Sao, the urban bibliography. It's gone again. Shaking hands touch the space in front of you. I just saw the hand pierced through the silhouette of the hospital building. See, even if we see this mental hospital building, there's no way to touch the entity. It seems like this place is like some kind of devilish thing. It takes a response to interact. Only if a certain condition is met can you enter. In the heart of the wicked, to answer the mysterious, go straight to the mental hospital. But the sight of the apparition that followed startled him. I only saw the inside of the hospital. Extremely devilish. He walked until he stood in front of room 104. The retirement stopped. The door to this room is dark red. At the same time, it smells of blood. The idea of wanting to get to know the industry. He put his hand through the hospital door. Step inside. The pensioner found someone lying there, raining on the hospital bed. When that woman's touch sensitive, She slowly got up and sat down. I saw a woman who didn't have 5. She turned her head around. Retirement has looked. I get bored and just ignore it and walk around. When the pensioner enters another room, there is another monster, the Buddha, who has 4 eyes. Retirement is as unassuming as walking through it. The devil can see even humans. It's going through every room. Meet all kinds of strange demons and forms. There are sick rooms with their doors open. Maybe even the demons inside have escaped. So one more face-to-face encounter with these queasy demons. But I was able to keep my cool. Calm in front of this wave, all thanks to the 18-year golden chain of his beloved wife. Give it away this time. Detected on the ground. There's a box of hospital records. Maybe we'll pick up 10 useful clues. On paper writing, experiment number 128 to transform into a demon. Pensioners shocked. Maybe the demons. It's all changed by humans into Sao. The demons in the previous hospital room were all living. At this time, the hands are very good. But this file also has a demonic quality. It's all photos. Text has no way of interacting. Right now. Countless black threads through the body of the enemy. I just saw a demonic nurse crawling up on the ceiling. The devil is stuck in a whisper. Are you here? Do you want to explore the mystery of life with me? But the bad side doesn't care about you at all. If the office has a clue, then other places might have the answer, too. Let's just go straight to the director's office. Moments later, the enemy entered the office. It's not in the psychiatric ward. Accidentally coincides with the sales department. The first floor has no director's office. They went straight upstairs to check. At that time, the remote transmitted to sounds. I found out he was my good brother. The same boss who is screaming. They are beautiful and put them aside. There is no Sao director's office on the second floor. The boss saw the deer. I don't see anyone. Just straight in the face of the deer, scolding a battle and stop the deer. The deer through the murky corridors. Finally found. The rector's room on Tuesday night was filled with that evil retribution. I didn't hesitate to go straight in. Over. This action makes the boss crazy. Des mutoreds. This fan is dead for sure. It turned out to be King Young Master and Li Fei are hiding here because secretly confiding shady things. I discovered the blood madman is swearing what a fool you are. Who let you in? But the wicked see his words as the wind in their ears. Take your hand directly, woman, Zabadwe. My woman is the kind of girl you can touch. It's annoying. When he finished, he threw the woman aside. Li Fei was furious. You dare to push me. I saw a piece of paper on my desk. The ancient color, of course. This psychiatric hospital hides a secret. Those who are weak by fate want to know the truth of this world. I want to know what the devil is. I left everything behind in the clinic of the Institute of Psychiatry. Gucci room 520. Come and receive the gift of destiny. The head of the office must be the head of Thanh Son Mental Hospital. This letter is for AI. Maybe he knew he was coming. Maybe all the answers are there. They went out looking for room 520. But right now, it smells like a power outage. Fat girl looking for someone to watch. See if there is a cool shower flash. It's not right. It's not right at this point. It's not just a power outage. The phone is out. Flashy lights forward. I just saw that the psychiatric prescription was gone to the city of White Willow. In a space as black as ink, the queen is afraid to cling to the king. But the phone, there's no line at all. The young king spoke now. With my identity and status, I can get in touch with a lot of things that you can't imagine. The phone has no signal. The light is malevolent, if we're not mistaken. Maybe we've been caught up in the devil. But the bad guy just heard these words, become more and more excited. Only when the entire power team building goes dark. The office workers couldn't save the documents. Immediately collapse. The security guard asked about everyone's situation. Let's go check if it's a jumper. The blackout came so suddenly it makes the atmosphere in the office heavy. Stop Stalin. Right now, a female employee detects light from her phone. It's turning blue more and more around everyone's phone. Also, encountered the same situation simultaneously. Then did the wicked speak up. Young master, you mentioned the devil just now. After all, it's what the crowd just heard about. Face, immediately pale unsightly. There is no devil in the world. Your salary is just a natural phenomenon. The young king can't stand it anymore. Yelled out loud and made everyone shut up. Now, everyone shut up and keep quiet. What I'm about to say is extremely important. It directly affects your lives. Everyone, immediately, shut up. King took a deep breath. There are real demons in this world. It's called the devil. This is the devil's territory. Can be understood as a different dimensional space. This is the world of demons. The devil's territory, premier artat. The terrified crowd rushed out, in a cold sweat. It was then that everyone realized the guard uncle was checking. I haven't seen it back yet. You've really met the devil. The young king now continued to speak boldly. People often fall into the devil. You have to be very careful with your words and actions, breaking the devil's law of murder. Otherwise, find your own death, no different. The great emperor clings tightly to the Shaoist king like a man against water. Lord de Dieu. Now, we have to do something. What you have to do now is to think of a way to escape from this hellish hell. Otherwise, they will all be eaten by the devil. It's as if you can touch something. Tense eyes turned their heads looking back. This familiar feeling is definitely not wrong. The demons are here. My colleagues heard that and immediately panicked. What the hell are you talking about right now? There is no devil, but the word is not over. Wang Zhao was bound by countless red blood threads. Come and see this scene. The bad side is not surprised, but extremely calm. The princess disappeared again and was captured by the devil. What the fuck are you talking about? Wang Zhao is clearly standing right next to me. However, when the woman turned, he discovered that the princess had no wings to fly. Wang Zhao is really gone. Could it really be the devil? At this time the young king turned to the wrong direction. Did you see what that monster looked like? Vision is obstructed. I don't see. I can only see the water evaporating. But the colleagues around witness the static filling. I feel so terrible again. My friends have been captured by the devil. How could he be so cold? If he is not normal, he must have been possessed by demons. You don't seem to be afraid of the devil. Maybe you're the mascot right now. I heard the three strange words. The deer was startled with hesitation. The young master saw the deer facing the devil. Apirede. Keep a calm face. But I don't know what a priestess is. What kind of person does this guy have? The king continued to explain. Musketeers are people who have the ability your own to control. My cousin is a priest. If that's the best way to solve the death situation, someone has to wake up to be a priest. Yes, that's right. What does that mean? The spiritual master was trained to be born right in the sound demons. These parts. Young master really admires retirement, playing into this dangerous but situation. Still as calm as not. They have the ability to judge. Maybe retirement will be the key to escape from the devil. I want to be a priest. We can only rely on the power of evil. You must satisfy two conditions at the same time. The first is to go through where the ultimate horror of life and death washed. Aim to stimulate spiritual upheaval. The second is direct contact with the power of the devil enter your mind. But the devil's power is no different than a blood leak. Even if you running around with dirt at the same time. I can't help but be a soul grandfather. It's as if the wind can sense something. Begins to awaken the power of demonic manipulation. Because after coming through here, I have the ability to turn around. There's never really been a VA in direct contact with demons. Because of the wife demon or the demons in the mental institution. Don't them. They're just like projections from another dimension. So it doesn't really count as contact. Whereas demons lurk in the darkness before our from eyes, vanity toward the river and reality. Even if you don't need to be seen, it's still capable of harming people. Just contact this monster again. I'll have a chance to wake up and become a spiritual master. Broken down in determination. I want to be a priest. I want revenge. I want to get rid of the damn demons. Suddenly, in the crowd, echoed the frightened umbrellas. Turns out, there's just one more person, evaporating without a trace. The king was afraid, and could not control it anymore. Stupéforme. Want to seduce the devil, to eat the button. Now the poor petite, Secretary Koro, clinging to the young king. Dear, young master, I don't want to disappear. But when life hangs £1,000, what does the young man do? Who cares about you this time? To open the word. To be a minutes. They all show blurry faces, looking at the retired king. The distance between two people disappearing is 2 to 3 minutes. Women are 2 minutes. Men are 3 minutes. 3 minutes after the guard disappeared. Then Wang Xiaobi's heel evaporated. And 2 minutes after, the urine evaporated. Turn, fake missing amount, if my reasoning is not wrong. About 3 minutes after the fake amount disappeared. There will continue to be evaporation. Here, this broken speculation. People were stunned. I don't wait for people to decide. The deer turned and left alone. Dear, where are you going? I don't want to live anymore. I'm looking for a way out. You can't just stand here waiting to be the devil's prey. At this time, the young king pointed directly to the deer. You stay for me. I told you no one's allowed to act on their own. We're here now. There's 8 of us left. As a rule, it takes a life like this every 2 or 3 minutes. In about 20 minutes, we'll all be dead. At the risk of 1 life. You're just a black guy. Why do you know that? But the king's words are not over. Was afraid of the sweat that drenched his forehead. I only see the retired eyes. He went up to kill the young king. Just say half a word, and I'll see you off. I was wrong before I knelt. With your best friend, turn around, to discover you bad. How the hell is this? I haven't been to the stairs yet. The enemy raised his hand and motioned to remain silent from the looming hallway, emitting a strange blue light. Instinctively, emitting the body, this light. Easy breed, inside Thanh Son Mental Hospital, until we step forward. The land of surprise realized. The White Willow urban area right now, once again, transformed into Thanh Son Mental Hospital. Young man close. I can't wait to take half a glass. You are bad. It's like a ghost hospital in a horror movie. The world is very surprising. Person, maybe he could see the hospital again. Now, retirement seems to think of something. I just saw you put your hand against the wall and touch it. That torsit. And the current psychiatric hospital was born a state, overlaps space with reality. Just like those demonic entities. Can you touch it with grass before? In the office, the mental institutions, slowly devouring the entire office, is what's called the Sow Devil. As the two continue to slowly trace the path, the scene ahead made them shiver. The ground is littered with the clothes of the missing. That's what happened to the devil before. It took 3 minutes to eat a man. Eating a woman takes 2 minutes. That's why it caused a time difference of to be a minutes. So, you mean they've all been bitten by devils? The way of judgment. The demons just let go. We are temporarily safe in front of us. Most of the demons in this place are locked up in the ward. Although there are some rooms with wide doors, the devil inside has escaped. Observe the clothes in front of her eyes were cut in half with a sweet edge. It's clearly traces of some kind of sharp blade, so the one who goes down must be a lot of demons that I used to suddenly. Where does the murky hallway come from? The sound of footsteps pounding. The two promised him was afraid to look through his eyes. As the sound of footsteps gets closer, and Fu Hongxian's heart rate is as tight as a string. I saw a shadow coming out of the darkness. It turned out that the young king's family also rushed to look at them. Fu Hong's heavy mood retired a moment of relief. Somewhat. At this time, Hainan Korn see the retirement group in the front. Méthode spoiler. Did you guys find the way first? Have you seen the story of the Lord with the Lord? But pomegranate day, Fi reason, extreme panic. Your hand to the mire ahead. There's a lot of red blood on the ground right now. Master, Wong found a pile of tattered clothes rolling. It's next to it. That's 1 million of them. The little girl was eaten raw. Africa is afraid of breaking the secret attached to the young king. Master Wang. Let's run. I want to go home. It's a mess. The young king also urged the right. You lead the way. Get us out of here. So the right doesn't seem to have heard. Even the body doesn't look with him at this moment. His face spoke again. The time is running out, and I don't understand why. Out of time. What's out of time? At this or something. Long curls of black hair, twisting like living snakes. Cow from the back of the head. The two of them. It's like a feeling of death. Stiff neck slowly, turning in the eye. Your child, or a coward, expands into a panic. I just saw a demonic nurse clinging to the ceiling. They crawl like spiders. Her cruel gaze was like a leopard pouncing on its prey. I'm not going to go into the black box right now. Lai Fai recently died in shock. The devil opened her mouth to spit blood, slamming towards them. The surrounding crowd was as chaotic as a bird bursting who is afraid of the soul flees from behind. The king is running dead, is entangled in obstacles. When Fai also fell mango way, death omen clasped tightly to the king's pants. Master Wang, save me, don't leave me. The demon woman was now tearing the wind to keep up with the speed. The young king's courage trembled to the point. He's stomping all over the place. The beauty of the world. I don't want to look back at a dead man. I saw the shadow of the devil. But of course, she said at a jarang. After a blink of an eye, black hair was wrapped up in her. Lai Fei, desperately wailing, raised her hand towards retirement. In the small hope of saving my life, I've divided my nails. Claw disgusting rake structure Fi. Let's get ready for the next massacre party, and was mercilessly massacred by the demon woman. Standing there watching the tragedy tear my chest apart. Retire, breathing in indifference. I chose to roll my eyes at that horrible sight. Are you so afraid of being timid? The next second, the nurse pulled out the scalpel, slitting a definitive line as fast as cutting, just like a butcher chef. Meat cutting job. The bad side looked over must also nod in praise, as this nurse dances ROI. Though extremely skillful surgical procedure, training while alive. Who must have been. He's a grave slayer in the hospital. My husband and I are standing right there. But I'm not hungry all the time. Just do your duty to the wrong person alone. Extremely meticulous. Did the surgery for a period of time. It's definitely focused on one patient. Mouth behind the eyes. Scraping hard on each piece of black meat, as you say. Cannibalism, of course, is instinctive. After evolving into a demon, and their laws of murder. To emulate habits from the living. Now, 1,000,000 feet. Watch your friend step by step forward. Not out of shock. I only see the bad side in form. Violent. School going out the back. There's a female demon nurse. Use as much as possible of heaven falling to a nurse girl. But soon the deer came to a standstill. The body of loving nurse serpents. Cable stiffness is no different than the wound from the blood on the fist. Method deer stab dimensional calculation. Like every demon I've ever met. All have characteristics of possessing damage that ordinary people stand in front of demons. It's no different than a stinky ant. You can only be a mascot. Then I hope to confront you. Millions of them are screaming, get the hell out of here. The law of this demon's slaughter is to kill the target within fixed limits and just tearing one at a time, only when he eats. It's an absolutely safe time. I see, he's about to count the bones. The world is calm without any change. Li Fei's physique is ideal. That little meat you have to chew for at least 3 minutes to break the meal. I heard a pig roll up to his neck. As a result, Khan vomited and said to himself, Master Wang has said, in order to become an old spirit horse, you must let the power of the devil and he body soul, this whole space that's covered. The source of psychic power is the abundant. Most disgusting thing is their nature, and the hand nod out contact. It's definitely the fastest bridge. Iti todo. The nurse's eyes widened deep into her thigh. Be careful and cry nervously. Put your hands up. Without any hesitation, he touched the bottom of the devil's thighs. The enemy took the opportunity. Get the spirit ready. He threw away the devil, trying to let the dark gas wash through your body. To wake up, you can see the perverted movements. Your best rien. Naive offset, stuttering. I thought I was training my hands with 18 movies. I'm already a stubborn master. I can't believe you have a big face and strong taste. Even the devil doesn't care. That's a pervert. Le aveu outé. All of this fool's magical words. I'm going to stay here for a while. If you're scared, get out of your pants. Millions of people with clean faces look worried and confused. Drop the navate in TikTok. You've come to an Apple decision. I watched the young man come back. 2 young men looking at the soul in front of the hidden white thighs. Off de ville. Million face pale but stop, curly arm. The rabbit touched Kia's evil nurse's thigh. Fiber, cutting strength, instantly moving like an electric current through your body. Freezing like this. A million whispers loud. I can't see the fucking reaction. Maybe you're moving. Retirement is the same. There is no change at this point. I just touched my knee. I can't stop complaining. I can't believe I lost. Shin, for the first time in my life. It's for my feet to swear. These 2 are long. Longer than my life put together. I laughed at your name. This guy is very adaptable. At first, it seemed to cringe, in panic. I still have enough mind to drop some flowers. This guy also has potential. Right, no. Orient phone hookout, time check. For a minute, and then walk for about 30 seconds, and immediately have to plan accelerate. Then out enough. For gravity, remove the tail. 30 seconds is just right. 7 stood up screaming. The situation is tense, and let's go. Why are you sure you're trying to escape the Kia demon? You've been to this shithole before. What was the path of evil then? The secret nature. Fortunately, last time I visited a mental hospital, I was paying attention carefully. Remember the bare internal structure and a few exits. This geographical advantage, it can be used as a tool to extend the distance. 2 guys competing at full speed, glaze along the dark corridors. But the devil is unpredictable. Behind the retirement, at this time, there are countless black people. Female nurse, escape like a vicious spider, clinging to the buttons. Maybe I miscalculated the time. The most obvious is 2 minutes. To extend the time backward, why chase this fast? As usual. That's enough to hold him for another 2 minutes. By chance, the enemy struck the distant animal in the eye. You fucking piss. 2 bags, please. You need to put your chest right in that 7-piece devil piece of paper. A 6-nape, a sharp-cut. The ball is broken. The numbness reaches its peak. Phoenix just looked up to heaven. 01 again. Phoenix continues to rise. Only this round didn't take you back to the nest. And press the exact time again. The hands are touching the thighs. A quick glance at the phone screen. Maybe the cycle of death. Record data based on events over time. At this time the phone shows the time as 1 hour 01 minute. Retirement into reflection. It's like playing a game. The first door is in the apartment around the house. It's time to open. The second door is Thanh Son Mental Hospital. And that's the door to a successful Paris. But the time to save the game is activated right at the milestone 2. I can't believe you're as good as me. Stumbled by 2 weighing cylinders. This time I swear, definitely not to step on the tracks. Mortantat. Pension hardly grabbed the million. Repent, he said. I was still regretful when he broke his thigh. I love you retired. I just touched a piece and missed my first name. I'm there. In front of the silicone padding, a boulder touched the bones. Meat won't last long enough. The corners of the lips are so big. 2 young men thigh flexing, close up, forced down the corner of the face. The local deer clashed with the group of the young king. The young man was dreaming. The deer are the spirits of the devil. What the hell is going on? The deer shouted loudly. 1 shot is over the edge of the stairs. The perfect road caught me though. Completely in front of the people. Fat name C, star, howling soul clasped jaw. It's you too. Your mother made me think the devil fell on my ass. Let's go around and ask what you guys are up to. Run with a turtle. Run with a turtle on your head. We're running 20 floors. I don't understand why this freaking building is made. Because you two are helping her run with arrows. He scratched his hair 20 times. Me, with the hero. I have 3 floors to catch you in this fight. The whole crowd was wide-eyed. What? If you call them this hour, you're looking for shit. Do you like to punch? Crazy guy. Young master wangs children to the point of buying scorpions together, kneeling at the wall. The devil must have cut his eyes. Young master bleeding and grabbing the clerk's shoulder. My cousin told me, the devil's ignorance will fill the illusions, so the minds of ordinary people. So-called devil that used to have this magic spell. People just go around and around. The ring is locked up. That's the case. Fang Fang came to the back and chased him quickly out of his pants. In fact, we're all under the spell of walking around. This place is full of shit. It's fun to kneel. Watch the bastards falling down. Silence is not out. Just put your hands deep in your shirt. You've got something to carry around. Put your mother on the ground. The young master, restless, throat ordered his juniors. Hurry up, you hide the road. After displaying each other's clumsy clothes splashed from the sleeve. How long to fuck? Blinking and tossing things all over the messy floor. It's ridiculous that some poor guy threw every piece of gum. Arrange and mark the object. The deer's roar prevented them from sweeping them all downstairs. Because I'm so angry. He also hurriedly followed his tail downstairs. Less than 3 minutes. Suddenly, stuttering stiff legs, talking about questions mixed with enthusiasm. Start the story now. Why did you suddenly stop the brick break? Then the crazy people crumbled. The mess that marked the landmark just now. About a child unloading a supine into asthma in the mouth. I just hit the box. My money is also here. Sighing out words, the young king spat and roared like a dog. Shoot up. Grazie a première. That the long net of mortal beings. Don't break down the wall. I want to destroy the trousers. There is only one way to show off. Let's see if any of you have a clue. They all looked back and forth, with a stupid face, to the young king. I just saw the king holding his hands together, the wrong prayer position. When did the devil pack his thighs? Is it possible to experience looking up to the famous summer? Please put porridge once for the god of Epiphany. You've risen to the status of a spiritual master. Dare to sit around and pat me on the chest. The young man's feet were fixed upon the king's gestures. Life is like a puff. Ignore their bodies and remember them alone. It's time to walk around exploring. Saisonnion. The exit door flared right up the right flank. It doesn't mean that this is a ruin. The layout is not very different. Ewa Feking and the king Britta behind him. Divingbridge, where are you going to train? Master Wang, instead of the nest of saliva, kneeling to the focus sky with the sword. Mother's clue. King Shaojia through the bullet-shaped eyes of Fuang Nai. That bastard, Fuang, has a strange background. Time to the hairline. Danger on the road. Right from the moment it broke open, its viscous face, a society of anxious I'm sure he does that evil thing. The face is like even wood. The time and love Kier, the deer, king blocked the large area. Don't you fucking leave me now. I scrubbed the wall so I wouldn't get shot. The bullet in the heel tattoo tore to people apart. The whole state was running through the stairs at night. Only a group of 3, they put their nozzles in. Cousin Lai Fei barked mumble. Of course, debt is a problem. I don't know why the two of you can. I would have been lying in the corner for a minute. What the hell is wrong with you? You have to hate them already. That out them. Now the rain is eating Quinn's tofu soup. Chang ponders in the skull of the young king. It's natural to eat mixed tofu. Afternoon, Master Wang deceived himself to fool people into thinking there is no such thing. That day the staff saw your stupid face. The truth of the king. Then behind the king the deer touched. Find now the breaking point by the wall. Million curious, prickly hands set the leaves in. Let's see what you're up to. Dicey, I only heard the wrong way to press the beat. Regularly 11-12. I just got to the 15th beat, and my heel stalled. Blinking his eyes, he was stunned. That shit is good. I saw the steel door standing tall. Always turn the lock on the door. It's not locked. A violent push that ripped open the slanted door. The moment the bolt drops the steel frame. It's a thick, dark smell that breaks through the nasal cavity. All the way through the blur of darkness, sinking into the endless night of a silent patch of darkness. In the moment when Fuang's toes touched, he stepped into the mud. In the name of Master Wang, it's like eating blood. The door is closed when the door is closed in the room. Live this life. Escape that maggots. Caught the brash face of the king. Xia, the world knows, it's not a dead end. But buried his life not, after the long-standing calculation. Stepping on each other, pushing the enemy into the black lake. Million down many doubtful eyebrows, looking back at the bad guy. College C, a retiree bullied. You still look the other way, in the face of danger. They just stuck their necks, in 7 colors. But the funny thing is, OL débarre. Teenager. Is it the devil, still wet, and running away? Open the previous, Kia, General. It is also due to the strong fall of the sky, and go to the body. The old farmer, the king's young master, is nowhere to breathe. It's blocked. Colomnue. A deep hole in the face grows out of 1,000 Turn them both like chickens with hair. Bewildered fence. On the other hand, in the corner, killnets. Attic hungry tight XSCHU. Chamber. The guy in Rhombus who burned it destroyed the day. As evil as Pangasius. Simnasage. Tire me. Put the bone in your mouth. Soon the pensioner reached the strong rabbit. Don't be too strong. The poor man saw that shadow, like catching a genie begging. The deer mused with disdain. Ermotiact. Even the dead ones with their ass just crawl. When I see the island coming to a new place, the plain faces were full of shadows, staring at the mute deer. I'm going to jump out of my mouth and aim for this guy. So your mother, the devil, he's got his ass, and he's got his some parents, hook you up to cough, or plead to go home. These barks are fucking around. These goats just clean up the yard with waste. I just remember my life. Easy to dry nose deep, or dark recesses. It's easy to have this nurse ghost. The immortal embroidery. God. Pull the hook, breaking point this time. You have to help the good guys. You're going to insert a landfill with it.